life of innocence.
Yeah.
If you're all the time calculating who you need to protect yourself from, that ain't innocence.
No.
I hate to break it to everybody. That ain't innocence.
Yeah.
That's innocence stolen. And that's actually striving to save yourself and to give yourself life. And there's a whole movement of that in Christianity, which is this boundary kind of thing, where we're taught to set up boundaries to protect ourselves from other people. Listen, you can do that all you like. If you think you're protecting yourself from other people, you can keep doing that for a long time, and in the end, you'll find yourself sitting with the same pain that you had your whole life.
Right.
Because you can never protect yourself from pain. Nor can anybody hurt you unless you have a lie dwelling in your heart. So what we do is we create this false idea that actually reinforces our offense in our hearts, where we say they cause us the pain, and then we set up boundaries to protect ourselves from them.
Right.
All the while, the boundary we set up to protect ourselves from the people that we accuse of causing us the pain is actually a boundary keeping the lie in our hearts that is the real thing that was causing us the pain. Okay? So this whole idea that we set up boundaries and we do these things to protect ourselves from people, that's not the God life.
No.
Jesus wasn't busy trying to protect himself from people or to set up boundaries. That's not what he was doing. That's not the life we're called unto. Okay, so I don't set up boundaries in my heart to protect myself from people because I first realized that there isn't a single person that actually possesses the power to cause me pain. I'm so sorry. I know we've all lived our lives blaming everybody for our pain. A person does not possess the power to bring you pain. Period. So who am I protecting myself from then?
Yourself.
Myself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
you've imprisoned yourself.
So what happens is if there happens to be a person in my life that's just all the time lashing out, nonstop, like crazy, if I don't feel innocent enough, if I don't feel secure enough in the truth to be around them, then I'll just not be around them. But it won't be me trying to protect myself from them.
Yeah.
It'll just be deciding this is the way I'll enjoy life the most. But what are you going to do in the day that person's your spouse? Or your child?
Yeah.
Or your brothers and sisters? Well, we now set up boundaries to keep all them out too.
Good question.
That's a life striving to protect yourself from pain. You cannot protect yourself from pain. You were not created to protect yourself from pain. You were created to fellowship with God, and He will save your heart from pain by washing your heart from all the lies and planting in your heart the truth. And that thing is what protects your heart from pain, not setting up boundaries to keep people away. That's like what I was doing.
Yeah.
So I was offended. I stumbled at the truth about my life, and I believed I was offensive to people. So every time I was around people, and Greg would manifest, and all the people would be like, what's going on? I would feel great pain because I would be reliving that lie that I'm offensive.
Sure.
And so my heart said, Greg, I didn't know the truth, so my heart sprung into action and said, Greg, let us save you from the pain. Let's build up boundaries and keep you away from all the people, lest those people who bring you pain bring you more pain.
Mm-hmm.
And then that sounds like wisdom to our minds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see when I'm around them, they bring me pain, therefore they're the cause of my pain. Let me set up the boundary now. It doesn't set up, the only boundary that sets up is to keep the lie in your heart that's actually serving you with pain. And so I set up boundaries and I moved to Colorado where no one could know me. And so no one could ever say that I was offensive or too intense because I didn't let anyone know me. I had all my boundaries. And all my boundaries were working real good to save me from the pain, I thought. You see?
Yeah.
In fact, I thought that all my pain had been healed because I had implemented this awesome system of setting up boundaries. And then what happened was when I came back and here, and there was no boundary anymore, I realized I had never save myself from the pain, but in setting up my boundary, all I did was push the pain down, build up walls in my heart, and reinforce the lie and the pain that was always in my heart.
Yeah.
You see, and what happened differently this time, when I heard the people saying I was offensive because of how I was, I found something else dwelling in me that when my heart said, Greg, you got to establish boundaries, dude. These people are going to hurt you.
Yeah.
I found something else in me that came alive that was the voice of the Father saying, listen, Greg, I have not created you to protect yourself from pain. I am the protector of your pain. Rest in me. And I did. I found my heart resting in the midst of feeling hurt and feeling that lie coming to the surface because people were telling me I was offensive and too intense. And instead of building up the boundary this time, I didn't. I said, I'm not going to protect my heart from this pain. I'm not going to build up a boundary. Rather, I have a Father who will save me from this pain, and I'm going to walk with Him. You see, from that foundation, you know what happened was the lie that was actually the thing causing me the pain. It wasn't the people. It was a lie dwelling in me. I found that that was the foundation from where the lie could then be ripped out of my heart. But when I was building the boundaries, that was actually keeping the lie in my heart. The whole premise of I must build boundaries to protect myself from people is born from the lie that the people are the one who caused the pain. The people can't cause you pain, man, unless you already have a lie dwelling in your heart that they're scratching. That they're wiggling around
Yes.
by the way they behave.
Yes.
Amen. Brother Greg,